Bobby Keegan with the post. This could be for any of you. It could be for all of you. Just how are you guys feeling?
Electric. I feel amazing. I feel good to come back here and get a win, especially being here for so long, able to get it done at Toledo. So, I just feel good.
Charlie Throw with the post. Roman, for you, you recovered the first big fumble of the game. Just what were you seeing on that play?
Honestly, I just seen the ball going the other way, and the coaches always say run on the ball because you never know what's going to happen. And I was fortunate enough, DJ Walker punch it out, make it a huge play, and I was just in the right place, right time, picking it up, able to do something with it a little bit. But, yeah.
Andrew Volby on behalf of WOUB for Parker or Caleb. What changed at halftime to spark the dominant second half?
Just coming out. We have their slogan, bring your juice. So that was the goal coming out of halftime, just bringing that juice, and we came out and played with energy.
Parker, after the slow start in the first half, just kind of what was the message at halftime to come back and have such a dominant second half on offense?
Yeah, it was ugly. We weren't playing up to our standard, but I just, talking to the guys, hey, we got to bring our own energy. Just like CG said, bring your own juice. And that's something I think offensively we've been trying to find throughout the year, and I'm just super encouraged because tonight we found it, and I know we got that in us. So.
Blake, you forced the second big fumble. Obviously, you're playing with the cast on. Just what is it like? How does it feel to be able to still do that, still make that big play?
I probably have to credit the cast for that. I don't know if I would have done it without it, but no, it's good. Just getting to play, just being able to still play football. I only have a few games left in my career, so I'm just trying to take it all and enjoy every single play. We were saying on the sideline, one play at a time, so I'm just trying to enjoy it one play at a time. Just take it, enjoy it.
For Blake or Roman, knowing how strong Toledo's offense has been, what does it mean for you guys to come out and with a win only allow 7 points?
It's huge, our coaches were telling us the whole week that it's our game. So if the defense plays, the offense is obviously going to do their thing. So we got great looks in practice. Scout team was giving us great looks. The coaches were giving us every look they were running out there. So, we were really prepared. And like we said, we got a chip on our shoulder on this team. So we weren't going out. It was going to be a close game regardless.
I'm just going to emphasize what Rome said. It's our coaches gave us all the looks we needed this week. Everything we saw out there today is something we got in practice that our coaches prepared us for. So.
Caleb, for you, when Coleman went down there towards the end of the first half, just kind of, did you know that you were going to be able to come in the game and just kind of have a bigger role? And were you prepared to play as much as you did today?
Yeah, I was just ready with reps in practice and just being in the room for so long. Just learning from Coleman and the guys before, just spending time with this guy. Just felt ready for the opportunity and just took advantage. So.
Parker, for you, obviously the offense as a whole changed, but the run game especially changed in the second half. Both you and Trey really running it well. Just what sort of changed on the field to allow you guys to do that?
I think the coaches were just calling some great plays, and we just executed, and we got it done up front. Super proud of those guys. I think we just were more physical, straight up. So it's really just coming out second half.
Where does the juice thing come from? When did that start, and what is it?
Started Kent State week. Action starting. No one's gonna be here. It's just us, and we just emphasized we have to bring our own juice. And I think Coach Smitty put one juice box up in one of the offensive areas, and then I'm pretty sure I saw him going out and buying juice. He just gave it to us before the game. We all brought it in. So now we bring juice every game. Literally, I should have brought one. Should have. Yeah.
Next one.
Anyone else?
I think that's all I got.
Yeah, last one. Parker, so after the turnover there, at the end of the first drive of the third quarter, defense obviously comes out and gets a quick turnover themselves, first play, the Toledo's first drive. Kind of just what's going through your head there, knowing that you get to immediately go back on the field and make up for a mistake?
Yeah, I love our defense. I love them so much. Just a mistake down there low in the red zone. And then knowing those guys are just going to give us the ball right back, it gives us as confidence, so much confidence as an offense. And, in terms of my mindset, it's just do what we do, keep executing. But, man, those guys on the defensive side, they give us so many breaks. And I don't want to take advantage of it. I want to keep executing, but when we put one together, it's going to be dangerous.
That's all I got. All right, you guys are good.
Appreciate
Thank you.
guys. Thank you.
Well, what a game. I tell you what, this football team, we've got a over-believing, scrappy bunch. And defense continues to play unbelievable, getting turnovers. I know that the turnover margin has been a thing all year, but the month of November, we've got to be doing pretty well in the turnover margin. But great job by the staff. The kids were, maybe on offense, they were trying a little bit too hard. It's a big moment for them. There's nothing about adjustments at halftime offensively. It's just about execution and letting the plays come to them. And, we challenged them, defense, hey, get out there and get three and out. They did. And went down the field, and then we have a turnover. And then Toledo gets an explosive play. We get the lawnmower started, and then off we go. So I tell you what, coming in here in this environment, obviously this program, and really all sports, is it's one of the tops in the league. And for us to come on the road and get this done is huge for our program. And I'm just humbled and blessed to be a part of this group. So with that, I'll open it up for questions.
Bobby Keegan with the Post. Coach, coming in, you guys knew this was going to be a big game. Could you kind of just take me through the emotion just throughout the day?
Yeah, the guys were really very loose at the hotel. There was a lot of talk, about the history. We have not won a lot of games here, and I just told them in there after the game. Told them at the hotel before we came. I said, "Okay, give me a show of hands. Who's ever suited up as a Bobcat and played here at the glass bowl?" Nobody raised their hand. I said, "So this team's got zero to do with the lack of wins here. So tonight we're going to be 1-0, and we're going to make some history." And we left out of here 1-0 against a very good football team. Jason Candle does a great job. But our defense had them in check, really. I think time of possession in the first half, we were up by about 5 or 6 minutes, and we ended up with 41 or 42 minutes of time of possession. Unbelievable second half. So it's a big win, and we're going to go 24 hours, but we could not be more excited after that 24 hours. We're going to finish this thing at home in front of our fans on Frank Solich Field. We got a chance to go undefeated at home for the second out of 3 years, and that's going to be our focus.
Not trying to throw from the Post, Coach. This is 4 wins in a row now. You're sitting at 8-3, 6-1 in conference. Just how happy are you with this team and the way they've meshed?
Really,
last month?
yeah. We could tell. I can tell. There's something about them, and they never wavered all year. We got a couple of breaks. Our injuries kind of happened early. And we got through it with some tough wins with some guys out. We got them back in November, and again, you want to be playing your best in November. And everybody's got injuries in the end of the year, and we've been fortunate in that, But the staff and the next man up mentality, we just find ways. Again, scrappy bunch, man.
On behalf of WOUB, after having 3 straight games scoring 35 or more, tonight much low scoring, how do you feel about your team's ability to win?
Yeah, that's we have found ways. We won it with special teams. We won with explosive plays on offense. We won it with defense. And so I just good teams find ways to get it done. And they're a resilient bunch. And I'm going to repeat myself on this, but the staff and their belief, is really remarkable.
Coach, you guys lost so much on defense over the offseason. And since MAC play started, you really can't tell. Just what can you say about that unit?
John Hauser and the defensive guys, and I said it at MAC media days. You can look it up. I said there's enough pieces back, on defense to be solid. We really weren't worried about what we lost in offense, and which that number was, through the roof. But there was enough pieces. And the thing is, Kurt Maddox has been a great addition with the guys up front. We've got a rotation. We've been able to keep guys fresh. Walter Bob Jr. is starting to come on. He's missed a couple of weeks with an injury with mono. Casey Singer's had some plays tonight. And so there's some really, really exciting things there on the defensive side of the football.
Speaking of guys stepping up, Caleb Gossett came in big, made a bunch of plays. Just how does that speak to the next man up mentality, and just where did you see it from?
He's been our fourth guy, our first guy off the bench probably all year. When we go 10 personnel, he comes in, but he's practiced well all year. He made some big catches for us. You know, I mean, Coleman, we'll see. And I think Coleman will be fine, but we'll see. We'll see. He was on the sideline, but did not play in the second half. But Caleb came in and made some plays. And you take what happened last week against Eastern, you know, and so now you got another guy in the mix. I think that speaks volume to Andre Allen, our receivers coach, and Brian Smith showing confidence in Caleb.
Once again, on behalf of WOUB, how hard is it for the team to not look ahead, knowing there's just one more game before the postseason?
Because it'll. I mean, again, we all know what's at stake. I mean, you know, it's what it is. I mean, there's one game left, and this staff's going to get them focused on what they need to focus on, and it's okay. Let's see, they're off. We got tomorrow's like Sunday, so Saturday. I think Saturday we start back at. Staff's off tomorrow. The guys are going to concentrate on academics, but Saturday will be like a Monday type of practice, and that's our focus. All right, having a great Monday. All right, and it's not about Detroit. It's about Ball State. All right, and Ball State plays Saturday. You know, so we'll get the film broke down, all those things. But our focus is practicing our best for Saturday, which is a Monday, and then Sunday's a Tuesday, and that's one day at a time. I'm not gonna. That's how we've always approached it. The one game at a time outfit thing, and those guys won't blink because that's all they know.
Do you have an update just kind of on Coleman Owen's status?
I don't. Just from what I said earlier. Again, I talked to him on the sideline. You know, he said I'll be fine. You know, I'll know more. We have injury check tomorrow afternoon, and then we meet. Tomorrow's Thursday. We meet Friday. You know, so I should know something. The pressure's on Monday, I think Miss Sarah said. So I'll know a lot on Sunday. I'm sorry, Monday.
The run game as a whole looks completely different in the second half. Obviously, Parker and Trey ripped off big runs. What can you say about both of them and the offensive line and their ability to come out and play well in the second half?
I appreciate you bringing that up. But again, the staff, it was, hey, we don't need to. It's not about plays. It's not about putting something in. Hey, let's go out and be us. You know, I mean, it was, you know, as my wife says, up the middle a lot. You know, and that's what was working. So it's really a good job of Brian being patient and not hitting the panic button. You know, we got to do this and we got to do that. You know, and so really, again, a good job by Brian on showing some patience.
How important was it to win the turnover battle again, this time on the road in a tough place to win?
I think, again, as a whole football team for the year, we're still, you know, not very good. But in November, I know we're doing very well in the turnover margin in November. So, knock on wood, we want to build off of this, and I'm going to keep challenging it on offense. We still have yet to have a game with those 0 turnovers, but it's coming. It's coming. So it's going to happen.
Last one.
DJ Ben McNavo and DJ Ben McNavo and Blake force all the fumbles in the second half. Obviously, new additions. What can you say about that?
It's really just is like a feeding frenzy out there, you know. And our ability as an offense to score points off all those turnovers, I think maybe the last one, you know. We got 2 touchdowns and a field goal, and we had the ball here and we just ran the clock out. So we've been you know, fortunate to get points off of those, which is the same thing that happened versus Eastern Michigan, right? And so it's you know, when you have the turnovers that we're talking about, that's when the score gets like it is. You know, again, we've had some evenly matched teams, but the turnovers that we've created in November has got the scores to be what they are. So it's pretty awesome. I want to say we're coming back home on Pups at Peden, the third year for that. So Brooke and I are very excited about that. As she says, cats feeding dogs. We'll get the information out to you. It's a big thing, and we're excited about it.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you a lot.